Hey guys, Justin Doman here from Elite Audio Video. We're coming from one of our new construction projects. We're going to take you through everything that we've wired in this house, how we've wired it, and kind of tell you what's going in and kind of do a video for us and for you for future use. So as we come up, if we look over there in the corner, you can see a wire hanging down from the soffits, and then we have another one over there in that corner. Those are Cat 6 cables for our security cameras. We'll have 8 megapixel 4K cameras going up to catch everything going on in this front yard area to make sure this place is nice and secure. As we come in, we have a Cat 6 cable here for our doorbell. That's going to be a Control 4 chime. So whenever they push the doorbell, the phones will ring, the house speakers will ring. We can get a picture on the TV if we want of who's at the front door. We also do security. We got wiring at the front door, the garage, and the master bedroom, 16.4, to allow security panels to come online and keep your house secure. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming into this house. It's going to be ran by a Control 4 home automation platform. We've got multiple surround sounds. We have house audio, LED lighting, RGBW lighting, shades, a lot of cool stuff going in here. So it's going to be something that after you watch the Prewire video, 6-7 months down the road, we'll post the final, and you're going to be able to see all this stuff come to life. So as we come into the office, we got a TV wired right here. All of our TVs get wired with 3 Cat 6 and an RG6. The reason we do that is we need old standard cable just in case anybody still wants to do a set-top box of any type. We have one Cat 6 for our TV connection to be able to come online, IP address, internal apps if we choose to use them. In this case we're not, but we still need to be able to turn the TV on and off with Control 4, and that's our method of doing so. We've got a second white cat, and that is for the network for the Roku or the Apple TV that will be going into the house. That keeps everything hardwired, keeps everything off Wi-Fi, keeps things faster, more responsive. The last cat is our audio return wire. So up above we have 2 speakers right there. These are going to be Origin Acoustics D85s that are going throughout the house except for the living room. So whenever this wire right here is connected to the TV with what's called a audio baler, the output of the TV will send this wire back to the house amp, process the information, and then send it over these speakers so we can take advantage of our better quality speakers. Also in here, we're going to do screen innovation shades over every single window in the house. The windows just got installed literally yesterday, so we haven't got our wires into place yet. But they are up above. We've got glass break sensors going in everywhere. We've also pre-wired for Josh AI throughout the house as well. Coming into, well, actually the foyer, we don't have this up yet, but you'll see there's no can lights through the entire entry here. So what we're going to do is about 1 foot to 18 inches in from each sidewall, we're going to run blocking, which is a 1-inch piece of MDF in a rectangle around the entire room. And then from there, we're going to put in one of our LED lighting packages that will make this house have a nice modern feel. And then there's going to be 2 chandeliers that hang right in the middle of it, and those LEDs will light up those chandeliers really pretty with all the crystals they have. Coming to the dining room, we've got 4 speakers overhead. Origin Acoustics. We're going to have screen innovation shades. Our shades are all wired with 16.4 wiring as well, but going back to the choice system for screen innovations to give us full control. Coming into the wine room or wine cabinet. Kind of going back and forth on what is actually happening here, but the most recent rendering we have, we're going to have multiple panels on the wall that are floating. We're going to wrap the backside of the floating panels, and the wine will be on the regular racks that come out. So this wall will be RGBW. They can turn on blue, pink, purple, whatever color they want to illuminate all their bottles. RGBW wiring is going to be, we got a 16.4 into 16.2. That lets us do red, blue, green, white, and warm white Then we have one extra cable in case something happens, or one conductor. Up overhead, we got a nice big thick 14.4. We're gonna do a 45-degree track up here in the corner, and that light will shine straight down at this wall, high intensity, so we don't have any cam lights in there, it's only LED. Coming back into here in the living room, we've got an access point up out of the way for the office and the living room. We're going to use the Arachnus 820 series throughout the entire house. The living room is going to be kind of cool. We got a 100-inch Sony TV going up above the dual fireplace. And then up above, because the client doesn't want to see any speakers, so we have D109s going around the entire room for the surround sound. We're coupling that with 2 jail audio in-wall 1,000 subwoofers. One's going in the front, one's going in the back to provide the bass. The reason why we're splitting them so far, just in case you're in different parts of the room or the kitchen, you'll be able to have bass of the same level. Coming this way, we got another control board touch panel going right here. Just a quick little, ability to adjust everything in the house as far as lights, music, stuff like that. You'll also notice there are no double gains, triple gains, or quadruple gains in the entire system. Everything's been designed through us with the electrician to do a keypad lighting system. So there'll be 6 buttons here that will be laser engraved. So normally you would have 4 switches in this location, which used to be big and ugly, but now we'll have 6 buttons that will say entry, living, kitchen, LEDs, music, shades, whatever they want to program these buttons to do, we can do that. We got one over there, and we basically have one by every door where you have a bank of switches or 3-ways for the rest of the lighting system. So we just cut down on those wall warts, make the house more aesthetically pleasing. In doing so, it actually makes it function better as well from our standpoint. Coming into the kitchen, we got 2 more Origin acoustic speakers up above. We've got, we're trying to look around here, and then we have cabinet lighting, unders and overs over there and over here. So we're going to do real nice American lighting LEDs throughout, toe kicks throughout, and then uppers throughout as well to light this kitchen up. Coming out on the patio, we have a actual 5.1 system that is going in. Typically we only do 2 speakers or 4 speakers and it's just house audio. We're actually going to do a surround sound out here. So we got D109s going in out here, and we've got a conduit going back to the closet so we can run a fiber HDMI after the point. All of our surround sounds do get a conduit, as well as the 3 Cat 6 and an RG6. So we'll be able to pull the HDMI. We've got plenty of feeds for anything that we need Cat 6 wise. The 5 speakers, and then not installed yet, we have a Origin acoustic 10-inch in-ceiling subwoofer that will sit up there with a small minimal opening grill up above. Also out here, we've got wiring for a camera looking back in this direction, as well as an access point. All the outdoor shades out here, you can already see the pockets going in. Those are also going to be screen innovations, drop downs coming in. Those are still 120 volt systems, so we have a 485 cable going back to our home run closet to be able to control those. Let's see, going to the section over here. Coming into our guest bedroom. There's our shade wires here that still need to be put into place. We just got them up overhead. We just got to drag them over to where they need to go and get them stapled into place. Guest bedroom, we've got our multiple cats, conduit, in-wall subwoofer, and then once again we've got a surround sound up above for the guest room. We've got some nice Marantz receivers going in, Origin acoustics. These rooms are all going to sound really, really good when they're all done. So a lot going into this just guest room. We got 1, 2, 3 shades, TV, 5.1, touch panel around the corner, or actually touch panels going right there to be able to disarm the alarm as you come in. So a lot of cool stuff going in here. Coming into the cove over here, this is all going to be wrapped with American Lighting LEDs. We took out all the can lights, trying to keep this ceiling as good looking as possible. Bedrooms, basic TVs, speakers are all going to be the same. Example of one of the bedrooms, we'll have the bed over here. TV goes on that wall. We got our dual voltage box to keep our Prewires looking good. Instead of doing 2 split boxes for power and data, we take the electrician's box off, install a dual box to keep everything presentable and at the same height. So that will work in conjunction with the overhead speakers. So whenever you're watching Netflix, YouTube TV, everything is going to be over the upgraded house speakers. We've got another shade going over the windows. And then each room will have touch panels ran to it as well, so they can come in here and quickly adjust what they want to do in the room. We will walk through here. This is the guts of everything that we ran, as you have seen from our other projects. All this will be 100% sorted and combed from the home run, which is up above. So whenever we take all these wires, we'll start to peel them back. Black speaker wires will go directly out of the ceiling and come down into the dual rack system that we have right here. All of our TV cats will go into a box that will be mounted in the wall right there. All of our LEDs are going to mount in our structured boxes over here. And then we also have our shades that will go into another structured box up above. For an example, in a house like this, we've got several thousand watts of LEDs going in. So we have an advanced power supply that'll mount up there. We got 240 being installed to make sure that the 5,000 watts of power we need can be transferred to all of our DMX decoders, which will then directly work with control flow over the DMX interface. So once we get all this sorted, you can see everything is color coded. So typically black is going to be all of our speakers, green is going to be our shades, blue is going to be access points and cameras. So everything will go to its own specific box, and we'll have final pictures of what this area is going to look like. So whenever this is all done, we're going to have 2 racks that fill this in. It'll have a swinging glass door, and these racks will sit right behind that door to illuminate everything nicely. So this is going to kind of be a rough sketch of what we're looking at right there, but kind of excited about this one because the client cares about how his AV room is actually going to work or look. Coming into the garage, we've got TV, multiple speakers. Garage door control is also installed to be able to open and close the garages from the Control 4 app. We run a 16.4 or a Cat 6, depending on what we have on hand, and color combinations to those sensors to allow a relay to pulse a specific part from the garage door company to open and close the garage doors. Another bedroom with the same TV, speakers, touch panel, glass brick sensors. That garage over there has more of the same, but the wiring isn't put into place yet. We've got TV, speakers going over there. We have another hallway with coves up above. That vent is going to move to make sure that this stays pretty. As you can see, all of our switches, we got singles everywhere just to make sure everything looks good. We went through, made sure the ACs were all in the right place, because typically they go before us, then the electrician goes, and then we go. So electrician has his box here, AC here, so we just make sure everything is located where it needs to have the absolute best look. Coming into the master bedroom, as you can see, we have a huge cove up above. We just finished reframing this because the AC guys ran their tubes inside the cove, so now they've actually got it hidden. So now we're gonna wrap all this with color changing LED to light it up blue, white, green, whatever the client wants. We have a surround sound going in here as well. 85-inch TV, 3 cats, RG6 conduit for our HDMI. Back to the rack, we're running 250-foot fiber HDMI, so you get full 4K. We've got more Origin D109s going up above, and then we've got our rear back brackets here over the bed. Everything all sub back here in the corner. So every room in this house will have some type of audio solution that is hidden of high quality from Origin Acoustics. So this house is really, really going to sound good. You can see our wires almost in place. They just got to be dropped down and drilled through the headers for all of our shades. From Screen Innovations going here in the bathroom, or sorry, the bedroom. Coming into the bathroom, we have dual vanities that are going to be floating on each side. As you can see, we have our wiring in place to light the bottom of the vanities up. We've got 2 minimal opening speakers from Origin Acoustics up above. Coming into the closet, this work still has a little bit of engineering to do because we haven't finalized the cabinet drawings on this one yet. So we just have wiring up above that we can pull at a later point to anywhere that we need to light up shoes, the top of cabinets, that type of stuff. This window also has to be changed. It's actually supposed to be a full width window and just hasn't got installed yet, but it will be very soon. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going in here. We got some big Sony TVs for the home theater / living room. We got Origin Acoustic speakers, Control 4 home automation, shades from Screen Innovations, lighting from America Lighting for all the codes and decorative. It's going to be a cool project. As you can see, we've already got our teams in here wiring. We've got about 1 more day left in here to finalize all the final locations. Electricians just came in and moved a couple cam lights around, so we got to move a few more brackets. Windows got installed yesterday, so now we got to find all the wires, comb the home run, and this thing will be ready for trim here in a few months whenever they get the sheetrock up and get it all painted. So if you have any questions on what we're putting in, how we do it, why we do it the way we do, simply post a comment. I'll be making sure to get back to you all. Thank you.